Question: a particle is executing SHM along a straight lines. Its velocity is at distances x1 and x2 from the mean position are v1 and v2. Its time period is x1 when it is at a distance x1 from mean position, that its velocity is v1. When it is the distance x2, its velocity is v2, right?
Yes, sir.
I told you velocity and x relation. Do you remember?
V is equal to omega x.
No, carefully see, go. Put it. V is equal to omega into root over a square minus x square. Do you remember it?
Oh, yes, sir.
I told you velocity with time also, velocity with x also. That's a very important formula I told you, if you can remember.
Yes, sir.
You saw that?
Yes, sir.
Then what is that velocity? V1 is equal to omega into root over a square minus x1 square. V2 is equal to omega into root over a square minus x2 square. Right?
Yes, sir.
Time period is, they're asking, time period is equal to 2 pi by omega, right?
Yes, sir.
Will we be able to find out omega by these both relations? I hope we can. I'm thinking.
Yes, sir.
V1 square is equal to omega square into a square minus x1 square. V2 square is equal to omega square into a square minus x2 square, right?
Yes, sir.
Then I am subtracting both of them.
Yes.
Why? Because I want to get omega as subject here. So V1 square omega, will it come as subject? No. If I add them, what will happen? V1 square, because if I subtract them, omega will get eliminated.
Yes, sir.
So V1 square plus V2 square is equal to omega square a square minus omega square x1 square plus omega square a square minus omega square x2 square, right?
Yes, sir.
So V1 square plus V2 square is equal to omega 2 omega square a square. No. Even if you subtract, it will happen. No, they cannot get eliminated. You just check it here. I'm just cancelling it. If subtract, what will happen? Omega square a square omega square a square will get cancelled, right? A1 square minus V2 square is equal to omega square a square minus omega square x1 square minus omega square a square plus omega square x2 square, right?
Yes, sir.
A will get eliminated because A is not given in the question. A variable. What is amplitude? So I eliminated A. Then what will I get here? Omega square into x2 square minus x1 square is equal to v1 square minus v2 square. V1, v2, x1, x2 are given in the question, right? So then
Yes, sir.
omega can be written as v1 square minus v2 square by x2 square minus x1, right? Root over. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Then time period is equal to 2 pi by omega. That is omega can be written as v1 square minus v2 square in denominator here. Numerator is x2 square minus x1 square. But one thing you remember, if you just re-interchange this question, this formula can also be written as 2 pi root over x1 square minus x2 square divided by v2 square minus v1 square. Any formula can be taken to be correct according to the rearrangement that question has been.
Okay.
You see the question.
Yes, sir.
X2 square minus x1 square by v1 square minus v2 square. Third option is the correct answer. Otherwise, x1 square minus x2 square divided by v2 square minus v1 square. Anything can be the answer.
Okay.
Isn't it? Check the option.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Third option.
Yes, sir.
I eliminated amplitude here because it's not there. The value of amplitude is not given in the question. Then, two particles are oscillating along two close parallel straight lines side by side with the same frequency. Okay. Frequency is equal to 1 by time to the is equal to omega by 2 pi. F1 is equal to F2. Two particles are oscillating along two close parallel straight lines side by side with the same frequency and amplitudes. Amplitude also same. A1 is equal to A2. They pass each other moving in opposite directions when the displacement is half of the amplitude. Okay, when the displacement is a by 2, they pass each other. Parallel straight lines, but moving in opposite directions. The mean position of the two particles lie on a straight line perpendicular to the paths of the two particles. Mean position of the two particles lie on a straight line. Perpendicular. Mean position will lie on a straight line perpendicular to two paths. Suppose if one path is like this, other path is like this. Mean position is here on a perpendicular line. Okay. If they are moving
Yes,
on
sir.
the axis, the mean positions are on the y-axis. The
Okay,
phase
sir.
difference is bold. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here, the particle is they are crossing it when they are at a by 2, right? When the displacement is half of the amplitude. That means if it is a, when they are at a by 2, one particle is moving in this direction, other particle is moving towards this direction, right? Got it?
Yes, sir.
But both are having same frequency, uh, same time period, and same amplitude, everything, right?
Yes, sir.
So let us see phase difference if they are asking. First, let us write the phases of these both the particles. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In cost terms, if you write, first thing is what? If I assume, okay, suppose if it started at mean position and it is going towards right side, if it is started at extreme position and it is going towards left side, okay. If it
Yes, sir.
happens, let me check here. A by 2 to A, what is the time taken? A by 2 to A.
Yes, sir.
What is the time taken? Tell me.
A by 2 to A, it's T by 12, sir.
A 0 to A by 2?
T by 6.
Oh. Okay, I'll tell you. Suppose if I take this one particle, okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
started at this extreme, perfect. You see here,
Sir, 0 to A by 2 is T by 12, sir.
0 to A by 2 is also T by 12. A by 2 to A
Yes,
is
sir.
also T by 12.
A by 2 to A is T by 6.
T by 6. Okay, you keep it like this. You see here, if the particle, suppose it started here and it has gone to this place, okay? Both are taking the same time for entire amplitude because time period is same for both of them for one oscillation. From minus A to A, how much time it will take? It will take T by 2 because I'll tell
Yes, sir.
you why it will tell. Minus A to A it will go and again A to minus A when it comes the total time period will be T. One oscillation is completed.
Yes, sir.
While going upwards it is T by 2. While going backwards it is T by 2, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now I'll tell you one thing. If one particle has gone here, at that time if second particle started its motion here, okay? You know what is the phase difference between both of them? How much time difference is there between both of them? Tell me. T by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
If time difference is T by 2, then the phase difference is nothing but what? Pi. If
Okay, sir.
time period is
Yes, sir.
T, then the phase difference is what? 2 pi. If both are having the same amplitude, time period, everything. because it is
Yes, sir.
half time ahead of it and it is half time behind it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
time
sir.
period T is gap is there between both of them, then the phase difference is what? 2 pi, right?
Yes, sir.
If time period is T by 2, then the phase difference is what?
Pi.
Pi. So now one particle is coming like this, one particle is going like this, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Try to find out the time difference between both of them. You see how much time period difference is there. So from A by 2 to A it has to go. Then from A to A by 2 it has to come back, right? What is the time difference you see here? A by 2 to A, what is the
So
time?
what?
A by 2 to A. T by 6 you told, right?
Yes, sir.
So from A to again A by 2 it has to come. That much ahead this particle is. Second particle is, or otherwise first
Okay, sir.
particle is behind the second particle. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
T by 6 plus T by 6, what is the value? 2T by 6. So T by
Pi
3
by
will be
3.
the time period. So for T it is 2 pi. For T by 3, how much it will be the answer? So 2 pi by 3 will be there. Got it? No?
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Is the answer 2 pi by 3?
1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. It's 2 by with.
You understood how I solved the problem? How much time behind it is there? I tried to find out. No?
So the particle is going from A by 2 to A and again from A to A by 2.
No. The thing is, question is, this is the mean positions for both of them. Okay? Both of them means
Okay,
positions
sir.
are at the same place. Matlab on y-axis. So now this is minus A, this is plus A, this is minus A, this is plus A. For both of them, time period is also same. Equal omega, they are moving. Time period is same means omega 1 is equal to omega 2 also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So then I want to find out what is the time difference between both of them to find out the angle. If time period T is gap is there, that is 2 pi phase difference is there. I told you this one by giving an example to it.
Yes, sir.
Because in time period T, one cycle can be completed by the previous particle, right?
Yes, sir.
So in one time, suppose one particle has started after 5 seconds. One particle has started before 5 seconds. If time period is 5 seconds, so one particle will start the journey and again come back to its original position right in 5 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding or not? If you are not understanding, tell me, I'll explain you.
Sir, once more can you do?
Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Now, initially, for suppose a particle is here like this, okay? Extreme position. So now, if this particle with omega it is traveling, it has reached an angle 60 degrees, okay?
Yes, sir.
So what is the phase of this particle is now is uh, 60 degrees, okay? What do you will write? A cos of 60 degrees will be this position, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Isn't it? How will you
Yes, sir.
write if the particle is starting from here now? You will write it as A cos of theta, that is plus 60 degrees, right? Theta is omega t. From now,
Yes, sir.
here onwards it is starting. This I explained.
Okay, sir.
60 is the initial
Yes.
phase.
Yes, sir.
So if suppose a particle is having A cos 60 and another particle is having A cos 30, what is the phase difference between both of them? This phi 2 minus phi 1, that is 60 minus 30. The angle is 30 degrees is the phase difference between both of them. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this? Phase difference.
Yes, sir.
It has traveled only 30 degrees, it has traveled 60 degrees ahead. That means 30 degrees is the phase difference between both of them.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that much is the phase difference. Now, you will understand from two ways. One particle one particle is, both of them are having same time period, same everything, amplitude and everything. That's the same circle I'm drawing. One particle is at a by 2. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The other particle is also at a by 2. But one particle is going from mean to extreme. Another particle is coming from extreme to mean. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So if you start, I'll draw this line here. You see here, 60 degrees minus 30 degrees you did right here.
Yes, sir.
60 minus 30 can be written as omega t1 minus omega t2 is equal to 60 minus 30, right?
Yes, sir.
Omega, if you take common, t1 minus t2 is equal to 30 degrees, right?
Yes, sir.
Omega can also be written as how much? 2 pi by t, right?
Yes, sir.
If I am able to find out the time period difference, then can I solve the problem with like this t by 2 pi into 30? 30 can be gotten by delta t, the time difference, into 2 pi by t or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the formula? How did I write? That phase difference is nothing but here what? 30 degrees, right?
Yes, sir.
30 degrees can be gotten by formula what? Both of them time difference into 2 pi by t, right?
Yes, sir.
Now the time difference between both of them is what? One particle is, you see here, one particle is at a by 2, other particle is at also a by 2, right? But one particle
Yes,
is
sir.
going like this, other particle is coming like this because they are in opposite direction. The question is given. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I want to draw what is the time difference between both of them. If I know t1 minus t2, can I multiply it with 2 pi by t and get the phase difference or not?
Yes, sir.
Other point I'll tell you. For 2 pi difference, for 2 pi means one cycle, right?
Yes, sir.
For one cycle, how much time it will take?
T.
T, capital T. And for any other angle, any other phase difference, phase difference, the time period will be some t dash, okay? That will be t, phase difference is time period, t2 minus t1, okay? Delta t, I'm writing it.
Okay, sir.
So now, what I
Okay, sir.
can draw is, phase difference is equal to, phase into time period is equal to what? 2 pi into delta t, right?
Yes, sir.
This is an important formula I'll derive also, which will come in oscillations also. Phase difference is equal to, that is delta phi is equal to 2 pi by time period into time difference. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Why this formula is forming? For 2 pi time, 2 pi angle, one time period will be the difference. For this much time difference, what is the angle difference? That is the phase difference. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Now, what is the time difference between both of them? You see here, one particle is going here, one particle is coming down. Now, this particle to meet this position, how much time it has to travel? You check it. So this we have already solved as this is t by 6 we solved, right? From a by 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From a to a by 2, how much time it will take? Again, t by 6, right?
Yes, sir.
That means this particle is t by 6 time, t by 6 seconds prior to the this particle, second particle.
Okay, sir.
Isn't it? Not t by 6, t by 6 plus t by 6, t by 3 time behind the second particle. Do you accept this or not?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I pause this point and observe how much time it will take for the first particle to reach the second particle, is it t by 3 seconds or not?
Yes, sir.
That means the time difference between both of them is what? Time lag, time difference,
T by 3.
t by 3. You can write it as delta phi is equal to 2 pi by t into how much? T by 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So T gets cancelled. What is the answer?
2 pi by 3. Okay, sir. So what is the difference between periodic motion and SHM?
Periodic motion is which repeats over a period of time. Simple harmonic motion is a special case of periodic motion.
Sir, in questions, how we would be able to differentiate them?
You see here, periodic motion. Suppose Earth rotating around Sun is a periodic motion
Okay.
because every 365 days it will get repeated.
Yes, sir.
But a simple harmonic motion is also periodic motion. That motion will be like this. Suppose a particle is there, executing simple harmonic motion. What will happen is the particle will go from extreme to mean and mean to extreme, and again from extreme to again mean again. It will come to this. Over a fixed point, they will oscillate. They will oscillate to mean position to extreme and extreme position to mean, and where that force, restoring force, is directly proportional to displacement of the particle from the mean position. Suppose the displacement is high, the force will be high. The displacement is low, force will be low. So which will follow this equation F is equal to minus kx is called
Yes,
as
sir.
simple harmonic motion. So periodic motion is it is also repeating, right? The motion like this.
Yes, sir.
This one. Motion will repeat, but here the force is proportional to minus kx, and the position displacement from the mean position is high, then the force will be also high.
Yes, sir.
So how to find out that equation? You try to if the position x is equal to something is given equation in the question, dx by dt you find out, d2x by dt2 you find out. If it is equal to minus omega square into x, some constant into x it is coming, then you can say that is a simple
Yes,
harmonic
sir.
motion. If it is not
Okay.
coming, then that is not a simple harmonic motion.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Sir, how is time period and amplitude related, sir? There was a question.
I'll tell you. This question, another way of solution also. Did you understand? Phase
Yes,
difference
sir.
is equal to 2 pi by t into a time difference.
Yes.
Other formula is also there. Time difference is equal to t by 2 pi into phase difference. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And the other way of solving it also is here. One particle is here, matlab it is traveling in this direction. Other particle is traveling in this direction, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That means other particle is coming from here to here. You carefully see. I am trying to draw clockwise direction. Okay. Other particle is coming from here to here, right? At that time,
Yes.
it is in this position, projection. This particle, it is in this position because it is going in the forward direction. Other particle is coming in the opposite direction, but they're meeting at the same point. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Did you get this point or not?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Now you see here. Did you see this or not? Other particle while coming, it is at this position, a by 2. One particle while going, it is at this position, a by 2. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now this particle is red line I draw, first particle. Other particle, another line I draw. This is second particle, okay? One and second. So what is the angle difference between both of them? Tell me here. A by 2 means this should be pi by 3 angle, right?
Yes, sir.
A by 3 means this is another pi by 3 angle, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference? How much angle difference is there between both of them? How much is this first
2
particle?
pi by.
Did you get this easily or not?
Yes, sir.
Without using any formula also. That is why phasor diagram is important.
Okay.
You see phasor diagram, I could solve easily. So now you see here, phase difference also like this. The phase difference between the instantaneous velocity and acceleration of a particle executes, that will be, velocity and acceleration will be pi by 2. Okay? Is the answer
Yes,
pi
sir.
by 2?
Sir?
The third question that you asked is the answer pi by 2.
Yes, sir.
Why is, I'll tell you. X is equal to a sin omega t plus phi, right?
Yes, sir.
B is equal to a omega cos omega t plus phi, right?
Yes, sir.
Acceleration is equal to minus a omega square sin omega t plus phi, right?
Yes, sir.
You see here, to get cos theta, what you need to do for sin theta? Plus pi by 2 you add, you right? You see? Sin of pi by 2 plus theta is cos theta, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that means that both of them difference is, angle difference is how much?
Pi by 2.
So this is the phase difference between the position and velocity. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For cos pi by 2, if you add pi by 2 plus theta, you will get second quadrant, that is minus sin theta, right?
Yes, sir.
So the difference between this one and this one is what? Pi by 2.
Okay.
No, here you carefully see here. The phase difference between position and acceleration also they will ask, that will be pi.
Yes, sir.
Velocity is ahead with position with pi by 2 phase, and acceleration is ahead with velocity by pi by 2 phase, but acceleration is ahead with position by pi phase. The phase difference between position and acceleration at an instant is pi radians.
Okay, sir.
Phase difference. Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Are there other questions? You are asking
Sir, time period and amplitude, how they are related?
time period and amplitude.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me the question?
Sir, not amplitude, area, sir. Time period and area.
Time period, area.
Yes, sir.
Which area? Can you explain the question once?
Sir, a rectangular block of mass m and area of cross section A
Okay.
floats in a liquid of density rho.
Okay.
If it is given a small vertical displacement from equilibrium, it undergoes oscillation with time period t.
Okay. It's a density is rho, right? Tell me
Yes, sir.
the values.
Mass m,
Okay.
area cross section A,
Uh,
density rho.
density rho, right?
Yes, sir.
Liquid density is given there. They might give density of liquid.
They didn't give for this, sir.
Okay. I'll explain you this. The block is there. Initially, for suppose, a block is displaced by some x naught distance. Okay. Some x naught is immersed in the x naught distance is immersed in the liquid. Okay.
Okay.
So now the what is the volume displaced by the liquid due to this block? Yesterday I taught you one problem, simple problem. That is what? Mass of mg is downward force, buoyancy is upward force, right?
Yes, sir.
Here, when it is in equilibrium position initially, that downward force is equal to what? Upward force. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That means density of the block into volume of the block into G is equal to density of the liquid into volume of the liquid immersed into G, because in equilibrium position it is. Both should be equal, then only that force will be zero, right? Balanced force.
Okay, sir.
If this force is higher, the block will get immersed. It will not stay in the equilibrium position, like entire block will
Yes,
be
sir.
inside only. No
Okay,
oscillation
sir.
will happen at that time. Oscillation will happen if it is in equilibrium position and try to displace. You keep, you try to displace it little bit. Then slowly the mug will oscillate, right?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you try to immerse the entire mug inside. You know, will it oscillate? The mug will slowly go inside, down the.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here in equilibrium condition, this mass mg is equal to that buoyancy force. Buoyancy force is density of liquid into volume of liquid displaced into g. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now density of body, volume of body is what? Area of the body into height of the body, right? Area of the
Yes,
body
sir.
into height of the body into g is equal to density of liquid into area of the body into x naught. Liquid displaced is nothing but volume displaced. Volume is how much? Area, base area into how much is already displaced. I told you x naught distance. I told you, right?
Yes, sir.
That much volume will also, how much is our ms, that much volume will be dispersed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
ax naught into g. Are you getting this or not?
Yes, sir.
You keep it as first equation and keep it just now
This is all at equilibrium, sir.
at equilibrium.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
now what will happen? You will try to displace from equilibrium position. You will try to push it down or upwards by x extra distance. Okay, are you accepting?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now what will happen if you displace it down? Now more volume is displaced, right? More volume of liquid,
Yes, sir.
because the more the volume you immerse, the more the volume of liquid will be displaced, right?
Yes, sir.
Now the buoyancy force will be higher, right? Which will be in the upward direction.
Yes, sir.
So it will, the buoyancy force, extra buoyancy force will try to will try to make this block come back to its original state. That is actually the restoring force. If I write it as restoring force proportional to x, there will be some equal, some constant will be there. That will be k, right?
Yes, sir.
K is equal to, I told you, uh, m omega square. Do you remember this or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because acceleration is
Omega is root
that
to
k by
K by.
m, that k by m will be equal
Yes,
to
sir.
omega square. Omega is
Yes.
equal to root k by m. This is the way you need to approach this problem. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I can give you the direct formula, but just I don't remember it. That's why I'm deriving it.
Okay.
Okay, so now extra x I displaced. So what will happen? What will happen? Now the buoyancy force will be how much? Unbalanced. Now the force will be mg minus buoyancy force, right? B dash, new buoyancy force. That will be mg is
Yes,
nothing
sir.
but what? Density of body into a into h into g, right? Minus, that will not change,
Yes, sir.
mass of the body into g. So now new buoyancy force will be density of liquid into area of the base into x naught plus x into g. Got it?
Total display. Sir.
Total immersed body. That means that much volume is displaced, right?
Okay, sir.
Now that will be the upward force, right? Net force upwards, restoring force.
Yes, sir.
You see, uh, rho b ah g minus rho l a x naught g minus rho l a x g, right?
Yes, sir.
You see here, this one gets cancelled from the previous diagram, equilibrium condition.
Yes, sir.
So what is extra force? Restoring force. That is restoring force is what? Rho L A into G into X, right? Minus
Yes,
minus
sir.
is the opposite direction to the displacement.
Yes, sir.
You see here? Sorry. Ah, okay. You see here? This is proportional to X or not? Tell me. Is it proportional to X or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
So now, is it a simple harmonic motion or not? That force is proportional to minus of some X.
Yes, sir.
So that what is it constant here? Rho L
Okay.
A G, right? From the diagram.
Yes, sir.
The constant can be written as m omega square, right?
Yes, sir.
That is rho L into A into G, right?
Yes, sir.
So now omega is equal to root over rho L A G by m, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you see, now the answer is this one. Time period is equal to 2 pi by uh, root over m by rho L A G. This will be the answer. You see, 2 pi root over m by rho A G. That is inversely proportional to root A will be the answer.
Okay.
Is the answer given?
Yes, sir.
You see, correct answer you check. It will be inversely proportional to root
Yes,
A.
sir. Inversely proportional.
Did you understand the procedure?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
So this is the way we need to approach this question.
Okay.
But actually, how I'll try to solve is, but now after solving, I did not remember. That's why I derived it. The formulas
Yes.
generally, sometimes I don't remember the formulas. So simply, you see, initially it is an equilibrium position, right? You displace it by a
Yes.
distance x, right? Extra distance x.
Yes.
Now the unbalanced force will be the x due to the extra displacement, right? Extra one.
Yes, sir.
Now that means unbalanced force is equal to extra volume displaced. That is rho of liquid into extra volume. Extra volume is how much? Area into x, right?
Yes, sir.
Into g. That is extra force. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That is directly got it. K is equal to rho a g, because rho a g into x, that is proportional to x, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means m omega square is equal to rho a g. That means omega is equal to root over rho a g by m. So time period is equal to 2 pi by omega. That is m in the numerator, rho a g in the denominator. That is one step. It is over.
Yes, sir.
That is restoring force is the extra force that will require, and proportional to x you need to write.
Yes, sir.
In whichever the question, this kind of process you can approach. Displace it from the mean position and then try to find out what is the restoring force. Then proportional to kx, then that k is equal to m omega square. Then you will get it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next. This is an important formula. On this, once it is given in previous year question, means it there is a chance of repetition on this similar concept.
Okay.
Next. Tell me. Here, first thing you need to understand about the continuation topic: free oscillation, damped oscillations, and forced oscillations. Okay, and resonance.
Okay.
Free oscillations means, suppose if you take a block and just try to displace it and leave it, it will execute simple harmonic motion about this mean position. So which is proportional to force proportional to that x minus x. That force is equal to minus kx. Okay, it will execute oscillations
Okay,
about.
sir.
So now this is a free oscillations. But suppose it is a smooth surface, if I take, slowly it will keep on oscillating till the end of the time. That means eternal time it has to execute only. Because while coming back, force will be towards right side, and slowly the block velocity will decrease at the extreme position, and again the block will attain some velocity in this direction, and then mean position, the force will become 0, but due to inertia, it will go towards right side. And again, force will act backwards. Slowly, it will decrease the velocity of the block and it will reach to the extreme position. You know this motion, right? It has
Yes,
to
sir.
happen eternally, but will it happen?
No, sir.
That is free oscillation. But if friction or viscosity are there, what will happen? They actually, some energy is dissipated in the form of heat there. The block and this friction. Suppose the block is coming this direction, friction will act in this direction, and there will be negative work done due to friction. That means energy from this block will be removed. So slowly the velocity will
Okay.
decrease, right?
Yes, sir.
That means what? Slowly the amplitude also will decrease. Initially the block from here to
Yes.
here it will go, here it will go. Slowly it will, the amplitude will also decrease. And finally it comes to rest, right?
Yes.
Real practical cases, friction and viscosity, if they are there. This case is called as damping. Damping. Damping, what will happen? If I have to write the X, our time period, time. Damping, initially the amplitude will be very high. That means A. Slowly the amplitude will decrease. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Like this, it has to amplitude die down. Simple harmonic motion stop.
Okay.
This you see here. This is the change in the amplitude, right? Slowly, the maximum position.
Yes, sir.
So this amplitude is, this position is x is equal to a naught e power minus gamma t. X is equal to a naught e power minus gamma t. The amplitude, the position will follow the equation, this equation, slowly decreasing equation. So this gamma is called as damping coefficient. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Suppose forced oscillations also will be there. Forced oscillations will be, forced oscillations will be like this. Suppose a block is there, force is continuously applied here. Okay. So now what will happen? This oscillation will happen due to this force, right?
Yes, sir.
Now if suppose if force is acting like this, F naught cos of omega t, this force has also having an amplitude, right?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sorry, is having a frequency. Force, a varying force is added, is applied on the system. What will happen? Suppose example you see. I'll give you a standard example. Suppose you and your friend went to a park for playing that. Which one? What is this place? What do you call this one? We actually
Swing.
swing. So
Yes, sir.
initially, just you gave a swing and left it. You left your friend to swing. What will happen? The swing will slowly damp down. If it is, there's no friction. There's no friction between the rope and the rod. There's no air friction. What will happen in ideal case? The swing has to swing for infinite time. That is free
Yes, sir.
oscillation. But what will happen due to air friction and the friction between the rope and the rod, that is rod above it. So slowly that it will damp down. That is the case that I gave you previously.
Yes, sir.
But in case if you stand behind and continuously give a force, how you are giving? You are also giving periodical
Push.
force, right?
Yes, sir.
And he coming back, you are giving, you are leaving. Coming back, you are giving, you are leaving. So you are also having some frequency, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, the swing will not actually swing with its own frequency. It will swing with your hand frequency.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Right?
Yes, sir.
The time period of the spring will depend upon your hand frequency. How much force you're applying, but how many times you're applying per second, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that is called as forced oscillations. Using external force, we will try to make that oscillations. Here, oscillations in which a body oscillates under the influence of an external periodic force. External periodic force. It is called as forced oscillation. I told you an example, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, the driven body, that is the swing here in your imagination, driven body will not oscillate with its natural frequency. It will oscillate with its uh, external force frequency, okay? That
Yes,
is driving frequency. Got it? That is your hands
yes,
frequency.
sir.
Generally, what will happen? Amplitude should continuously decrease, but because external force is continuously acting on it, the amplitude will remain constant. Okay,
Okay, sir.
constant due to external force. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, special case will come here. What is the special case is? If the driver frequency, that is external force frequency, and natural frequency are equal, external force frequency, and
Absolutely.
then what will happen?
Resonance. Okay.
Resonance will happen. Resonance, what will happen? Maximum energy is transferred from the driving force to the to our body, which is oscillating. Here, amplitude will be maximum. That is why when soldiers are marching on the bridge, they'll be asked to stop their march, because if their natural frequency of the bridge and the soldiers walking frequency match, then the bridge oscillates with a higher amplitude than both the amplitudes. So there's a high chance that lot of energy from the marching is transferred to the bridge, and the bridge might collapse with that kind
Yes,
of
sir.
amplitude. Got it?
Yes, sir.
The frequency of the driver, resonance frequency is called as resonant frequency. At that time, I told you, it will oscillate with the driver frequency. If both the frequencies are same, then it is resonance, right?
Yes, sir.
Then it is also called as resonant frequency. Resonant frequency. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, damped oscillations can be written as, generally what we write, F for restoring force is equal to minus kx, right?
Yes, sir.
This is natural oscillations. But I'll give you an example. The block is there. The block is kept in liquid. What will happen due to this liquid viscosity in the liquid? Slowly the block will dampen, right?
Yes, sir.
The oscillations will dampen, right?
Yes, sir.
The damping force is directly proportional to the velocity of the block. Okay. So this,
Okay.
instead of writing this f is equal to minus kx, we have to write it as f is equal to minus kx minus bv. Bv is what? A force due to viscosity, which is directly proportional to velocity, and there b is that constant, damping constant here. Okay,
Okay.
b is damping constant. So we can write this equation as, instead of minus kx force, extra force is also added opposite to the block's motion. Suppose block is going in this direction, viscosity will act in upward direction. Suppose the block is coming going upward direction, viscosity will act in backward direction. That is what? Minus bv. Did you
Sir,
understand?
here V is viscosity, sir.
No, v is velocity of the block.
Okay.
That means can I write it as d2x by m into d2x by dt2, m into d2x by dt2 is equal to minus uh, kx minus b into dx by dt. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So that is m into d2x by dt2 plus kx plus b into dx by dt is equal to 0, right? In mathematics,
Yes, sir.
you'll
Yes,
study
sir.
solutions to these equations. What is the solution like this will be there? M into d2x by dt2 plus b into dx by dt plus kx is equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
In mathematics, you will study like this, similar to this. A into x double dot, that is double differentiative of x with respect to time. B into x dot plus k into x is equal to 0. This is the equation, okay?
Yes, sir.
So for this equation, differential equation, the solution is, solution I'm directly writing. I'm not giving the value, right? Directly I'm giving the value instead of trying to derive how it came.
Yes, sir.
X is equal to A naught e power minus b by 2m into t. This is the value into
Okay.
its amplitude into sine of omega dash t plus 5. This is the value. In general, what we consider amplitude is constant, but here amplitude is equal to a naught e power minus b by 2m into t. That means slowly there I gave, in damping I gave you, right, a is equal to a naught into e power minus gamma t, right?
Yes, sir.
In gamma, instead of gamma here we got b by 2m minus b by 2m.
Sir,
That,
will the questions be asked from this formula, sir?
they will be asked.
Okay.
Why means not to derive. They will ask you what is the amplitude after this much time, they will give you.
Okay.
So see, I'll see here. Uh, what is the amplitude after time 2m by b? If they ask 2m by b time equal, they ask, they'll give you damping coefficient gamma is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Gamma is equal to some x value they will give. Okay, some x means some p value.
Okay, sir.
So they will tell you at 1 by p time what is the amplitude. What will happen? A naught e power minus p into t is what? 1 by p, right?
Yes, sir.
P get cancelled. What is the answer? A naught by e, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the amplitude, right? That is the answer for it.
Okay.
But sometimes they might ask you like this: what is the energy? What is the total energy? Total energy is what? Half into k into a square, right?
Yes, sir.
So here you can write it as half into k into a square is a naught e power minus b by 2m into 2 years. These questions are asked. You can see in previous questions. Otherwise, in next class, I'll explain those two questions.
Okay.
Into whole square, right? This 2 gets cancelled.
Yes, sir.
So b by 2m into t whole square. So 2 get cancelled. The answer will be half into k into a naught e power minus b by m into t. Got it? This is the
Yes, sir.
total energy. Like this, formulas will be derived. So now here another important formula, right? Omega dash, that omega dash is equal to k by m into minus b square by 4m square. You remember these formulas.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
These are the formulas that you need to take for writing damping. Mostly these formulas might be given in your material also.
Yes, sir.
In next class, I will explain 2 or 3 questions given in the previous year, AIMS questions. I'll explain those questions.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Okay. No, sir.